will own nothing. But someone had to own it all. And did they want to own us as well? By pushing their green Marxist agenda and swallowing all property and car ownership, transferring to their digital Big Brother state of dominance and control. Yes, it was certainly streamlined and more productive. But how did we get here? Life is about the journey, not the destination, and their journey was destructive. People were dragged along the treadmill, then the rug was snatched from under their feet. This traumatic shock, triggered from a lifetime of non-awareness, allowed them to convince people that their dark agenda was for the good of the planet. With so much social conditioning and years of planning, people had been bred to believe that capitalism and ownership was our way to achieve personal freedom. But this had actually divided humanity. Through the class system and wealth distribution, it split society and families, allowing them to control civilizations to be socially engineered. This cleverly designed trap allowed them to make cracks in society and then create solutions to fill those problems. This was strengthened by laws that could be manipulated and broken, leading to a complete reset of the system. Emergency powers, appointed world agencies, the ability to seize land, property, and control of the supply chains, all for the green agenda. How and why did anybody think they were removed from this situation? We were tagged for our health and biometrics data to regulate our carbon usage, as this was apparently the only way we could have saved the planet. The contrived lies led us deeper into darkness. There was a tipping point and we had to see it, to be aware of it. Otherwise, once over the edge, there would be no turning back. We may have had to go into a digital world, but it didn't have to be one of constant regulation and surveillance. This was completely twisting the use and values of artificial intelligence. Introduced in an innocuous manner, it psychologically broke humanity, only leaving a few to live in this world. This was a dangerous transformation in the human race, and we had been here before. But the past had been erased and erasure was forgotten. Their lie had become the truth. We started running before we could walk and were blinded by the fairground lights. Even though the plan soldiered on and the megastructures of the cities were very powerful when you looked at them physically, the power was slowly returning to the people. Energetically, the structures, plans, and desperate attempts at worldwide domination were all crumbling at the seams, screaming at us, having one last attempt to regain its control. While its power drifted away and returned to the people, the wolf was cornered and spotlights were on it bright. But it was dangerous, fierce, and ready to bite at any time. They were not giving up, but nor were we. Initially, once you hear the truth to a situation, it can make you angry, bitter to the world. But the true awakening is understanding, forgiveness, and knowing your own participation to it. Darkness has bred on this planet because we disconnected from ourselves. We allowed ourselves to become tricked, distorted by the inversions. Our job is to rise above this and awaken to them, not to be muffled by its fear and drowned by its evil. Ownership created barriers, divided families, and separated the human collective. It was an engineered plan over many years. It was a way they could allow human evolution, but they could still remain in control of it. Ultimately, they wanted to be gods, owning our consciousness, but this will never happen unless you give that consent. Where in your life do you consent to the lies? Where do you participate in the collective and individual unawareness?